Welcome to a game review, where we use the 5 arts of gaming. Acting, soundtrack, story, gameplay, and difficulty. That's a vibe, that's a review. Them's the 5 arts of gaming. Whether it's trash, whether it's good, cause this is Gamers Review. Hey guys, it's Darth here and welcome to a honest game review, episode 1. Now this is a series where I will be ranking a game based on these 5 arts I have. The 5 arts are acting, soundtrack, gameplay, story, and difficulty. And then you see each art has like a tier point I give it. And then there's an overall. And then I would do a review on Steam. So alright, let's get right into it. Alright, so acting. Okay, this is interesting. You might agree with this, you might not. But I'm going to be 100% honest here. So, acting. When it comes to 47, he's the main character. He's just a blank slate. Stern, not much personality to him. So it's really hard to say the acting. There's not a whole lot to him. So acting wise, Diana, a little more. Not a whole lot either. Lucas Gray, same deal with him. Like, guys, him and Diana and Olivia are like, acting wise, the average, you gotta say. And then we get to Arthur, the main protagonist. Now his acting is over the top. He has better acting than most of the characters in the game. So I rated a 4, only because it's like average for most characters except Arthur Edwards, who has better acting. Okay, so I hope you guys agree with me on that. I'm trying to be 100% honest. Let's get on to the soundtrack. Okay, so as you know, if you play the game, there are certain soundtracks that are really good and some that are just lackluster, like the combat soundtrack. Like, that one is good, and you know you're in combat immediately, but it's not like over the top. And the main menu is Chef's Kiss. Like, I'm talking about the main menu. Like when you just start the game. Earlier in the game, the soundtrack isn't as good. But once you get later into the game, it gets way better. Like, I mean, way better. Because, like, you get to the, in Dubai. The soundtrack at the beginning of that is pretty good. And, the Untouchable mission. That soundtrack is really good. Same with the, one, and I believe it's Berlin. Oh, I can't remember. The DLC one's for, like, the bank in the Haven Island. That doesn't really have much of a soundtrack. I think it's the Berlin mission that has the one that directly reminds me of Friday the 13th with Jason Voorhees. And the soundtrack does a good job narratively. Like, actually a really good job. Honestly would say it's a 3 because as it's good, there's just stuff about it that's like, whatever. And there's the ones that are like, okay, this is cooking. So, yeah. Alright, gameplay. This is the biggest, most important thing about any game. Because a game can have really terrible story, but extremely good gameplay. And the gameplay will make the game good. Now the gameplay, I wouldn't say it's a 5. Because it has some flaws, especially with the combat. It's an A, not an S. So here's why I'm putting it in A. You go in, you can wear a disguise all you want, and everything, and then that allows you to get to areas you're trespassing in. But wait, there's a bunch of enforcers. Now that makes the disguises feel a little like, why am I even using it at times? But overall, the disguises are really good. And then killing your enemy. There's all kinds of ways you can do it, like electrocute them with wine, lock them in a freezer, resist the telekinesis, shoot them while they're driving a car, push them into a slurry pit, use a fan to make them blow away off a building, and the list goes on and on. You can let them explode as he's literally driving a jet ski. You can even poison them or garrote them with fiber wire or a stethoscope if you want. Or you can just pretend to be a yoga instructor and just push them off a balcony. Like, there's infinite ways. And then you got the silent assassin, which is just by doing it without getting caught. The corpus can't be noticed for that, otherwise avoids it. Unless it's an accident kill. Oh yeah, you can drop a speaker on them, or like you can drop a whole chandelier on them, or like in the Paris mission. But yeah, it's like endless possibilities, like I'm saying. And then you can even disguise yourself as Santa Claus. The gameplay has so many unique things about it, and so many different things about it that you would never even think about unless you go and play the game. But the devs do think about it. And then there's the whole suitcase thing. It's a homing thing. It doesn't go in a straight line. It just is homing. You can put anything in the suitcase. Like, say you need to pass a frisk. Pfft, okay. Well, I can just take my suitcase and put my gun in there. You can only put one item in your suitcase at a time. But yeah, you can put like anything in there. Now combat, like I was saying earlier, the combat is lackluster because you go in cover, okay, that's fine, and then there's some missions where you can get shot behind cover no matter what. There are a lot of times where you go out to shoot and it feels like you can't even get a hit off without you even getting dead instantly because there's so many of them and they shoot like really fast. And like if you're using a pistol, the shooting is like it just doesn't do a whole lot. But using an automatic fully auto gun is like really good. A shotgun can be really good too because you don't even need to aim with that. Well, okay, aiming helps, but like you don't really need to aim with that. I would rank the gameplay at A solely based on all the things I listed there. And if you agree with me, let me know. Or if you think, maybe I'm wrong about it, some things, you can also tell me. And also, there's like all these challenges you can do. I believe there's like a challenge for like killing a target through a wall. Yeah, that's a thing. There's these challenges for like discovering areas, getting disguises, challenges for pretty much anything really. Alright, story. Now I did enjoy the story, but the story lacks. It doesn't add a whole lot to the gameplay other than an additional objective that doesn't have to deal with killing anybody. And then you got the cutscenes. The cutscenes, like, so most people don't care about the story because it's like so minor to the actual gameplay. But like, if you're a lore nerd, you really would like the story. Now, I understand the story, but at first it's like, what is even going on? And then later in the story, it starts making more sense. But like, I didn't even fully understand it even until I got a recap. And that's bad for a story. The way the story is like you got Agent 47. He's a clone of these agents made to be the perfect assassin. And then he is working for this agency called ICA under Diana Burnwood, whose parents he actually killed. And then another subject, one of the clones too, is his childhood friend, Lucas Gray, which turns out to be the shadow client that like makes a deal with ICA and works with 47 and Diana until they decide to betray the ICA. I didn't really catch why they did it, really. It does a poor job at explaining things and explaining motives for the characters doing things. Because they're trying to eliminate Providence, but the whole time, the whole reason to do it was to gain Diana the elite power as a constant and get rid of Arthur Edwards, who is the constant. And then Agent 47's memory was erased, so they had to find a way to make him remember. I'm reading between A and B for the story. Wait, I'm gonna give it a B for one specific reason. It's good, but it has nothing to do with the gameplay, and most people don't care about it. That's why. But it doesn't deserve C. It's too good to be C. It's not good enough to be A. It's not S quality. Now the difficulty. Alright, I'm immediately putting this in C. Difficulty doesn't really add much to the game. It's not even that difficult. Reality, it's not even that difficult. If we want to sum up the difficulties, there's like casual, professional, and master. There's not a whole lot of difference between casual and professional other than like the security cameras. Like, who even cares? What, somebody who's terrible at video games or new to video games? But then Master makes it to where you only have one save. Like, and having one save, I'm gonna be honest, that is not good for the game, because the whole point of the game is it's trial and error, meaning fail and learn from that. So having like one save, it just completely outdoes the whole point of the gameplay and the way the game is meant to be played. And then like I haven't noticed a difference between like the combat difficulty between any of the difficulties, so I do know like each one adds more enforcers, but enforcers are always going to be there, so it's not that much to even care about. And please let me know in the comments whether or not you agree with anything, and we can even have a whole discussion about why you agree or disagree with me, and why you would change your answer on this. Now overall, let's see, we got 4 for acting, 3 for soundtrack, 4 for gameplay, 3 for story, and then 2. Okay, so it's got 16 points. So it goes in A. I don't know why I put B on soundtrack, but I'm moving it up to A. No, I'm keeping it at B now. But yeah, you see overall, the game is really fun. The gameplay is its strongest point. The story is good, but it's not a strong point. Acting isn't either. Soundtrack is a stronger point, but not the strongest point. And then difficulty, nobody even cares about the different difficulties other than people who either are terrible at the game or elite tryhards. But just your average casual gamer does not care about difficulty when it comes to this game at all, because it's so minor to the actual gameplay. But yeah, the gameplay is its biggest, strongest point in the game, because the gameplay is chef's kiss when it comes to like eliminating your targets and everything. It's very unique gameplay, because something I forgot to mention for gameplay is like you can just press control or whatever button it is on the controller, and you can just use your 47 vision to see exactly where the target is. That's not needed, but that's just an added quality of life change thing to the game. And like you can even see NPCs that are in the area around you. Now the only one you can see in really far range is your targets with it, but that's not necessary. You know, I almost forgot, you can even kill somebody by stabbing them in the throat while tattooing them. But yeah, please let me know if you would change anything about this, if you would rank anything differently, and let me know your opinions. And also, let me know especially if you like this type of thing. And if y'all like this type of series, we will do more of it. If y'all really enjoy it. Yay! Alright, let's get into the Steam review. Alright, Steam review time. Now I'm going to type out a summary of what I was telling you in my initial review, but I'm putting it on Steam. So, acting, OST, gameplay, story, difficulty. But yeah, guys, there you go. That's the end of episode 1 of a honest game review. First game in the series we're doing, Hitman. And I hope you enjoyed, because I really enjoyed making this. And this is the end of the review. This is the end. We review games based on the arts I've explained to you. But we have many games to review, and if you really enjoy the review, please consider subscribing and liking for more content, and we can discuss in the comments if you want. And thank you for watching, and this is the end of that review. Peace.